I've got a blanket, quite thick, fleecy blanket, double up underneath, and you can just do it on a blanket if you want to. And I've just got my yoga mat on top. As I say, you can just do it on a blanket. And we're going to lie on the front of the body. So blanket's good because we're lying on our hip bones and pubic bone. And also, yeah, just have a comfy, stretchy clothes on rather than anything with a waistband. Okay, so you lie on the front of the body, and I hope you can see everything clearly. And we're just going to start in this position, elbows underneath the shoulders and legs out long but relaxed. So I'm not squeezing my bum or doing anything in particular. I'm just resting my upper body on my shoulders, and head is lifted up, but I'm not lifting my chin. I'm just kind of looking straight forward. Okay. And I'm noticing, I might close my eyes for this. So just close your eyes and see what you can feel and where you can feel it, and make a mental note. So it might be that you notice areas of tightness or cohesion. Might be that you notice you might feel some pain or some sort of like a little bit of tightness or a niggle. I actually don't feel too bad today, so I feel fine, weirdly. But often when I come into this position, there is a sort of feeling of compression in my lower back, a little bit of tightness, but I feel pretty good today, which is unusual. I don't know what I've done. Anyway, so just notice how you feel. So noticing where the strongest sensation is, but also notice where there's milder sensation, or areas where you're feeling no sensation at all, particularly, in comparison. And let's not judge this. Yes, okay, draw comparison, but just for our information, not because we're noticing if anything's good or bad. We're not attaching emotion, or we're not making anything emotive. We're just noticing descriptively, how does it feel? Okay, and then notice also not just your torso, not just your back and your tummy and your shoulders, but also now down into your belly and down into your pelvis and your legs. And notice if there is a sensation of one leg feeling like heavier than the other one, or more in contact with the floor, kind of pressing down more, just noticing if that is the case for you. Does it feel like one thigh, does one thigh feel different to the other, one knee feel different to the other, one ankle feel different to the other, as in the front of the ankles that are in contact with the floor, and then your feet. And then just in regards to sensation, what I was saying about stretch sensation before, of course you might feel some stretch sensation here, but we're not trying to feel it, we're not pushing into anything to feel it, it's just happening as a result of us being in this position. Okay, so mental notes taken of how that all feels. Then bring your palms one on top of the other. We'll start on the right side, so bring your right hand on top of the left hand, and then bring your elbows out in front, and then move your arms so that, move your hands rather in your arms, so that your elbows are more or less in line with your shoulders. They'll be a bit wider because you've just got right hand on top of left. And then just rest your forehead down for a moment. Okay. And then turn your head to look towards your right elbow. So you've got the left side of your cheek on the back of the right hand. Okay, and then rest everything down. I'm just making sure, yeah, it's recording. Good. All right, so we're looking towards right shoulder and resting everything down. Okay, noticing how your neck feels here. And And I'd strongly recommend closing your eyes for this if you feel comfortable to, because I do think it helps to bring to promote interoception. So we have proprioception, which is where we are aware of where our body is in space, or different body parts are in space. And we tend to learn this from things like yoga practices, from Pilates, or from dancing, you know, when you're learning dance moves, or, you know, that's learning where your limbs are in space. Okay, and then interoception is where we start to tune into the internal sort of landscape of our body. What does it feel like on the inside? So just take a moment to notice, okay, where your body parts are in space, and then noticing what things feel like on a more internal level. Okay, and now we're going to just gently start to lift the head, still looking towards the right elbow. As you breathe in, lift your head. And exhale, lower. And we're taking slow breaths in and out, so the movement is very slow. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. We're going to take 8 more of these. Inhale. Exhale. When you come to exhale, let your head completely rest before lifting up again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. And last one. Let your head rest, staying there. Notice any sensation that's coming up now. And can you just be with it without having to change anything about it? So there might be some discomfort, but can we just be with it and just rest into it? Soften as much as possible everywhere that you can, where you notice if there's residual tension, if there's not even residual, if it's quite strong feeling of tension, can you soften into that? And particularly around your jaw and the tongue in your mouth, and around your nose and the space between your ears, like right at the back inside your skull, around your palate, upper palate. Swallow maybe to help release and soften there. Okay, and now we're going to just move the elbow. So as you breathe in, lift your right elbow. Breathe out, lower. Everything soften. So not much is happening at all. It's just the elbow lifting. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, lower. Let everything soften as you release. Breathe in, lift. Notice what's going on in the rest of your body in order for the elbow to lift. Breathe out, lower. It's a bit windy outside today. Let's let something fall over. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out lower. Continuing to notice as you breathe in and lift, the impact of this slight, very small movement on the rest of your body. What can you feel moving? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. 2 more, breathe in. And breathe out. 1 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Let everything rest, soften down. Keep everything where it is in stillness. Soften. Okay, and then last thing on this side, going to imagine that the back of your right hand is stuck to the side of your left cheek, or to the left cheek. Okay, and then we're going to lift the head and the arm at the same time. And notice as you do this that it's neither the arm isn't lifting the head, you're not pushing it up with the arm, but the head is also not lifting just on its own. So we really want to think about combining the assisting everything in moving at the same time. And hopefully that'll make sense when we do it. So then we inhale, lift head, lift arm at the same time. And then exhale, lower. All the way down. Let everything soften. Inhale, lift arm, lift head. Exhale, lower. We're going to continue breathing in, lifting. Breathing out, lowering. And notice as you do this, what is happening in the rest of your body when you do this movement? What can you feel contributing to this action? Remember, we're not looking for stretch sensation, we're just kind of going to that place where, oh, I can't go any further, alright, come back down again. Keep going. Remembering to let everything rest down in between. I'm going to do 4 more. If you feel the breath getting caught, I encourage you to breathe a bit more deeply. Let the breath out with sound. Stimulating vagal tone, triggering your parasympathetic nervous system. I think, are we going to go 3 more? Last one. Okay, and then turning your head, bring your forehead onto the back of the hand. We're going to gently go to the other side. So lift your head slightly, place your left hand on top of your right, turn to your left elbow and bring your right cheek onto the back of the left hand. So settle down. Notice how you feel. Close your eyes again if you open them. And then inhaling, lifting just the left elbow and lowering. Oh, we swapped them round, but it's okay. We started with the head the first time, but it doesn't matter. Inhale, lifting just the elbow and then lower. At least I don't think it matters. I hope it doesn't. We'll find out. Inhale, lift. Notice the impact of that small movement on the rest of your body. Exhale, release and soften. Elbow all the way down. Inhale, lift. 5 more. Three more. Last one. Okay, let everything settle and soften. And keeping your head facing the left side, going to inhale, slowly lift the head, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Continuing. Noticing what happens in the rest of your body as you do this. Four more. And last one. Let your head rest down. Take a breath in. All the way out. 3. And then we combine arm and head lifting up at the same time. When you're ready on your next inhalation, lifting head, lifting arm. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And continue in your own time. Nice and slow. Releasing fully when you get down. Noticing what happens in the rest of your body as you lift and as you lower. And taking 4 more. last one. And then bringing your forehead to the middle. Letting everything rest. And then before we come up again, just like you to bring your arms alongside your body, palms facing up, so just resting the arms, and then bring your forehead to the floor. It's going to smush your nose a bit, but that's okay. Okay, and then lifting your head, bring your hands alongside you to help lift up, and then come onto your elbows again. So back to that starting position. So just resting on the forearms. Close your eyes again. Just notice if there's any change, if you can, remember the mental notes that you took at the beginning, and just take them now. And then when you're done taking your mental notes, bring your hands a little bit further back alongside your lower ribs. Press through your hands to lift your torso up. And just come back into a child's pose. I like to tuck my toes here so I'm a little bit higher, and bring the forehead to the floor. And rest your arms. You could bend your elbows and bring your forehead onto your backs of your hands again. This feels quite nice. And then when you're ready, slowly coming up. And maybe just come up to seated for a moment. If it's comfortable for you to kneel, then kneel. If not, then just sit however's comfortable. And just simply noticing how you feel here. Okay. So that's that one. There's another one, a seated, similar kind of thing, seated, similar kind of thing, which I'll share with you as well. So yeah, let me know how you feel, how that affects your body, and let me know if you have any questions for sure, like if there's little things that pop up. If you're not sure about anything, if something didn't make sense. It takes a while maybe for us to get used to, well, I don't know, I'm presupposing maybe it won't take a while, but sometimes it takes us a while to really soften into something and to not go to our edge all the time, and we're not looking for that, like the stretch sensation and so on. So try practicing it until you are able to really soften into that space, because that's when the magic happens. Okay, thank you very much.